It is Hindsight is 2020. I'm talking about spiritual wellness today. I don't have my camera steady because I don't have a tripod. I'm gonna be super honest with you guys. I am figuring this whole video editing thing out. You wanna see something? I am trying to be good with my lighting. I don't have good lighting. I am in a period of super transition. So, I decided months ago that I was going to do this workshop, and I'm just doing it. So last week I had 7 views on my videos. I want to say thank you to the 7 people that watched it. Thank you so much. To the 22 people that watched the one before that, I have 33 on another one. Oh my gosh, that is great. I have no expectation of how many people are going to watch these videos. I just have the expectation that it will reach one person. That's all I care about. If I reach more, great. But I hope this is impactful to someone out there. And you know what? It's impactful to me because as I talk, I'm thinking, and as I am making videos, I'm learning. Just as the whole Hindsight 2020 piece, that is about learning from the past. So am I the best I'm ever going to be at video creation and editing? God, I hope not. I hope I get better. So let that be your lesson for you too. You're not going to be the best at everything that you do, and you're going to suck when you start something new. The only difference is it's kind of scary when you suck in front of an audience. When you're making videos, you're being completely vulnerable. It kind of, that's kind of hard, but it's, I just think months down the road, when I have all my equipment of, my camera, my tripod and my speakers and all of that, I'm going to be look how far I've come. And you guys are probably, some of you that are motion sickness, have motion sickness, are oh my God, put your camera down. My husband's going to be why didn't you have your camera turned the other way? I'm learning, guys, so bear with me. Anyway, Hindsight is 2020. I've talked about a couple different dimensions of wellness. This week is about spiritual wellness. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for tuning in. My piece about Hindsight is 2020 for the spiritual aspect is that I used to consider spiritual wellness equivalent to religion or faith and Christianity. If I had good spiritual wellness, it was because I was practicing some type of religion. That was my very limiting belief around spiritual wellness. Now I've come a really long way. I don't have a good fundamental definition for you. What I have is one question. My question to you to really consider spiritual wellness is, what is your purpose on this earth? Or what is your life's mission? Or what am I here for? And when you write that down and you consider the various answers, you may come up with something very general, very vague. You may come up with something very specific. You may also come up with something that was so different than who you were, and what your life's mission was 5 years ago or last year. Just as in the future, things are going to be different. You might have a different life purpose. Right now, I could tell you I truly believe that my mission on this earth is to be a mother. It's to be a mother and raise 2 beautiful boys into good human citizen people, whatever. That's my mission. But I also could tell you, if I'm looking at it from a different perspective, that maybe my life's work is to do what I'm doing right now, being a counselor and a coach and touch other people's lives. Maybe that's my life's work. Anyway, you look at it, it's deep stuff, right? So I could say it's being a mother, but that's just a piece of it. I could say it's being a counselor, but that's just a piece of it. It runs a lot deeper than that. And I would imagine it would for you too, right? We've got many different hats that we wear. We have many different purposes that drive us into what our mission is. Now, I could be a little corny or a little cheesy here and say that I think that our life's work is a lifelong journey. And that journey is the process that I'm talking about here within spiritual wellness. So I pose the question, what is your life's purpose? I also want to pose the thought of what was your limiting belief about spiritual wellness in the past? That hindsight piece. Okay, I want you to consider that, and I want you to see how far you've come from that belief, because my guess is if you're watching this video, you have been in the mindset of doing some work on yourself. That's why maybe you're driven here to watch a life coaching video. You've been doing work on yourself. You're currently doing work on yourself. And, I love associating myself with people that are constantly working on themselves. We are enough. I say it. This is probably my tagline. You are enough who you are and where you are right now in this moment. You are. But working on yourself and always wanting more, always wanting to grow, I think that's okay too. And I think there's a perfect balance. And I also think that this is where it lies in that spiritual wellness piece of it. Wanting more, growing. But here is what I really want you to hear. This is not an external thing. This is not, I want to lose weight so I look good. This is, I want to lose weight because it makes me feel good. And I know that I'm, giving my body the proper nourishment. And I know that when I look good, I feel good and I'm confident and I can go change the world, right? Those are the differences. We are coming at spiritual wellness from a place of internal motivation, internal drive, not the external shit. Sorry, said shit. I also believe that it's really important to have a place to be humbled. And when I say a place, I mean either an actual physical place or space that you hold within yourself. Let me give you an example because I really want to be clear about this. Years ago, I went on a solo road trip on a route I've never been, to a city I've never been. And I'm driving through the Smoky Mountains. Again, never seen the Smoky Mountains, never been on that drive. It was actually really sad because I was driving and I couldn't take it all in. But something happened to me. Something hit me hard. And the hindsight piece of it, looking back, oh my God, it was the beginning of my spiritual awakening. And I felt so small. That was the only thing. Like, it felt so good and I felt like so much power, but it was like the most powerful I'd ever felt, but the smallest I ever felt. And I was so conflicted. Anybody I described this to was like, oh, okay, whatever. I'm like, it was just so good. It was such a good feeling. Looking back on that, again, spiritual awakening, I was humbled. I was moved by the fact that I am small and something is bigger than me. And I maybe never have to put my thumb on exactly what it is, that higher power kind of feeling, spiritual for me. And it's really great to know that I have a space in life that makes me feel that way. And when I say space, I do mean either a physical space, like I could go back to the Smoky Mountains and have another spiritual awakening. I could go to the ocean and feel so small next to that big, vast opening of the ocean. It's amazing. Whatever that is for you, whether it is a physical space or it is sitting in your living room floor and praying or meditating or listening to your favorite song, whatever it looks like for you, I want you to know what that is or where that is, because that's how you get grounded. That's how you get it, then the root and the core of your spiritual wellness. The whole point of my workshops and calling it Hindsight is 2020. It was, again, I've said this in other videos, it was a clever play on, the year 2020. But guys, learn from your past. There is no room for shame or guilt or judgment, for that matter. This is about learning so you can grow. Growth does not happen in a place of shame. It can't. Growth happens when we've accepted it, when we've acknowledged it, and we can then grow and learn. So spiritual wellness is an area that I didn't give a lot of information. I can't give you very specific information. It's a very personal thing for each of us because, again, going back to what I was saying at the beginning of the video, it's an internal kind of drive. So this is not your ego speaking. This is more of the internal, the heart, right? This is your heart and soul we're talking about. Very personal, very intimate process. I can't give you the specifics any more than what I already have, but what I can say is when you're feeling stuck and you feel like you need a connection with external, you most likely need a connection with the internal, so with yourself. And I find that writing, actually the practice of journaling and writing, why am I here, or what is my purpose, not judging your answer, not saying, oh my God, this is a terrible answer, or oh my God, this was something that I never in a million years would have thought, or whatever. No judgments. Answer it, accept it, be aware of it, and move on from that and grow from it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope I gave you at least something to think about, right? Have a good one. Thank you.